Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday and happy new month. It is February the 1st, 2021. And today, my topic is about divorce. Divorce. As you may know, this is your girl, Miracle Sims. I don't have to introduce myself, do I? But yeah, so I know it's a little bit later than usual. To be honest, I woke up a little bit later than usual. Um, uh, I guess I was up a little bit later last night, and so I didn't hear my alarm this morning. So I guess it was the Lord that woke me up, honestly, because I just woke up, and then when I looked at the time, it said 5:32. And I was like, all right, well, I guess I'll go ahead and look up the Bible. I Googled Bible and 5:32 and, started to mentally prepare to go ahead and get on up. Um, and as I looked that up, y'all, I saw that it was a verse centered around divorce. And I was like, oh Lord, I know divorce is a sort of touchy subject. Um, And I mean, I know I pretty much don't have too much to say about divorce myself. I mean, Lord knows I'm not trying to get divorced around here. Uh, things like that. So it's like, well, what you want me to say about this? But I went on ahead and got up and came on in here and did my prayer meditation. And after that, I just kind of took the time to be like, all right, Lord, whatever you want to talk about today, and divorce and the verse came back into my mind, and so I was like, all right, well, let's go with it. And so I looked up more verses and I wrote down that verse, and here we are. So yeah, I don't know where we are today. Those of you that are listening to the sound of my voice, I don't know if you are married, I don't know if you are single. But I guess this whole conversation about divorce and even marriage is a serious one. And so, I mean, I guess today we're looking at the divorce aspect in particular, but I guess there's something for all of us to uh, receive today. We'll see, right? We will see. So, the first verse I'm going to share with you all is the verse that came up when I Googled 5:32 Bible. And that is Matthew 5:32. It says, but I say unto you that whosoever put away his wife, saving for the cause of fornication, causeth her to commit adultery. And whosoever shall marry her that is divorced committeth adultery. That seems pretty self-explanatory. I mean, I know in a little bit of research that I've done on divorce, and I guess this subject in particular, there's only two things that I saw permissible by God to divorce, and that is fornication or adultery, sex outside of the marriage, and death. Um, Now I know that comes contrary to what we believe, and what we think and what we feel, um, because people get divorced for irreconcilable differences, and all these things, and so and I get it. I totally understand that if someone is in an abusive marriage or something like that, y- it's like perhaps we can't mentally wrap our heads around staying in that marriage for the sake of the biblical uh, what the Bible says. But I mean, again, there's not too much that I can say about whether yay or nay, if that's right or wrong or whatever. That's not for me. That's for your spiritual guide, God and your pastor, and things like that, and people, help in situations like this. Um, however, I can just say what it say. I can just share what the word says about it. Um, Before I get into some more things, let me share this verse right here with you. It's Matthew 19:6. It says, "So they are no longer two, but one flesh. What therefore God has joined together, let no man separate, or let not man separate." So that could even be let not the man and woman in the marriage separate. You know what I mean? Um, let no one separate, not even you. Um, so again, I mean that this whole idea of marriage is serious. It's something that we shouldn't go into lightly, which I think many of us do. Um, but we shouldn't. We should take it seriously. We should, take it seriously who we marry. Um, we should understand that this is a serious thing to God. It's a vow, it's a commitment, it's two becoming one. Um, so again, when we're thinking about divorce and when we're thinking about marriage or wherever stage we are in, um, I'm just gonna keep sharing with y'all the Bible. Now, Matthew 19:8 says, He said to them, "Because of your hardness of heart, Moses allowed you to divorce your wives, but from the beginning it was not so." So, I mean, I guess this reiterates the fact that, this was not God's intention for us to, marry and divorce and marry and divorce and again marry and divorce. That wasn't ever his intention. Um, so, uh, yeah, I mean, again, this is a difficult topic because on one hand, it's like, people have their beliefs and feelings and everything like that. Now, if we really, really think about that verse that I just shared a moment ago, it said, "What God put together, let no man separate," right? Now, not to be like this is a loophole. I'm not saying this is a loophole. It's just something to think about. Okay. It says what God put together, right? So now, can I think it's safe to say, no, and I guess God can correct me if I'm wrong, but there are, perhaps there are some marriages that God did not put together. I don't know, just something to think about. There may be some marriages out there that God did not put together. So, in that aspect, perhaps, not to be like that's your loophole. I'm not trying to give you all loopholes out here. I'm just telling you what Bible say, as well as like my understanding of some of this. Um, there are times that people perhaps may, you know, marry on their own regard or like be led by their own mind in these situations and they get married. And so uh, I mean, I don't know, because even like some of the verses, there's some verses that talk about, like, say, for instance, there are couples that, you know, um, perhaps they are not saved, and then um, one of the one part of the couple becomes saved, and then it's like, but they shouldn't put away their unsaved spouse just because they're saved. They should still, love them and stay married to them. Now, if that if the unsaved spouse chooses to divorce, then that's, I guess, a different thing. But it's not for the saved person to do, according to that description in the Bible. So y- you know, I mean, I don't know how any other way to explain it other than to say, I guess perhaps there are loopholes. um, but I mean, I guess These are things that we should think about in advance, honestly. Like this, I think, like before we get into the marriage situation and before we start thinking about divorce, you know, we should one understand when we go into marriage that it is serious. It is who are you marrying? Getting to know this person, getting to know everything about them, getting to, you know, see if you're going to be able to love this person even when you don't like them. Things like that. And so, can you love unconditionally? Um, there's a lot to be said about marriage and about, I guess, even divorce. Um, So, and again, I don't know what level you are in, however, if you're ready to go deeper about the subject and see what the word has to say, there's going to be plenty of verses in the Go Deeper section for you to peruse and let marinate on your heart, souls, and minds this morning. Um, but the verse I want to leave you all with before we get into the Bible verse of today is Hebrews 13:4. It says, "Let marriage be held in honor among all, and let the marriage bed be undefiled, for God will judge the sexually immoral and adulterous." So, I mean, there you go. Overall, let's let marriage be held in honor. So, whether we are single, whether we are married, marriage should be held in honor. There's going to be times where, again, like, as somebody on the married side right now, you have to. Love is a choice, in my humble opinion. It's like you have to choose to love every day. Um, I choose to love my husband every day. Now there might be some times I don't understand him, and he know that. And maybe I don't understand him fully sometimes. Maybe we have to communicate and have to, do all these things. I wouldn't say that there's times I don't like him per se. I would say that maybe there's times that I don't like things he do or something, or I don't understand things he do or whatever, but this doesn't change my love for him, nor should this be a reason for me to say, okay, I'm going to bow out of our commitment and our vow to each other, So um, now clearly, again, I understand that that's a tough subject when it talks about like people that are being abused and everything like that. From what I understand, in situations like that, we are to separate. Um, but that doesn't mean divorce. And I know that's don't look. I'm just don't come for me. Don't try to be like Miracle. You told me to stay in my. Hey, look, man, go to your spiritual guide. Pray about that. You know what I'm saying? Like I pray that none of us are in that type of situation. Um, you know what I mean? Because it's not, because if anyone is mistreating their spouse, then again, these are not God's intentions. It's very clear on how a husband should treat their wife and vice versa, how a wife should treat their husband. So so let's not be abusing our spouses out here. um and everything like that. And so if your spouse is abusing you or something, then you may need to separate yourself from your spouse, and y'all might need to get some counseling and some prayer and some spiritual guidance and everything like that. Um, and and yeah, I mean, I get it though, y'all. I know that this is a tough subject. Um, and I'm not here to judge nobody. Like I'm not judging nobody or whatever level you are in. All I would say is that, and I guess my main thing that I want to reiterate is that marriage should be held in honor, and it's a serious thing, and so you should not go into it lightly. We should really think and pray about who we're marrying, and make sure that God is bringing you all together. um, so that's it, man. That is that. um, we'll see. when it comes to this subject. I mean, I'm pretty sure we could talk about this on the talk show and everything like that. But that's just what it was given to me this morning. You know, as a and saw Matthew 5:32. All right. Now, the Bible verse of today is 1 Peter 4:16. It says, "Yet, if any man suffer as a Christian, let him not be ashamed, but let him glorify God on this behalf." Friends, I hope you all enjoyed this juice this morning. Thank you so much for listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration, the juice. I pray you guys can go forth and have a wonderful day, and I look forward to talking to you all on tomorrow, if the Lord's will. Bye bye. What's up, Facebook and YouTube? Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. I see you may notice that I got a few extra little things behind me. I ended up hosting a disco themed mystery event yesterday. So that's what's going on there. I'm gonna take down this decor and stuff at some point. But yeah, so that's what's going on with that. If you guys want to see some photos, you can go check them out on my Instagram, actress Miracle Sims. I have my little costume and my fro and all that good stuff, and it was fun. Shout out to my boy Sleeps Carter, aka Kelvin Carter, for acting alongside me in that event. He did an awesome job as well, and everything like that. As you guys may know, I let you guys know that over the weekend, um, the show is coming back, y'all. The talk show, yay! Starting this Friday, our first episode of, I guess, the new season, if you want to consider it to be, of God, Sex, and Love. The talk show starts this Friday. We got a new time, 7 p.m., y'all. So, hey, should be a little bit more uh, accessible now. It should be posted on our YouTube as well as our website, godsexandlove.com. Uh, and then I'm considering posting the episodes on Facebook soon as well. So that is something for you all to be on the lookout for. Um, but yeah, God, Sex, and Love, the talk show. Back on Friday, y'all, like 7 p.m. Yeah, I hope you guys had a good weekend. My weekend was, went pretty well. Saturday was fun. I don't even really honestly remember everything about Saturday. I remember binge watching Bridgerton, so I guess I finally did that. But other than that, I don't remember what else I did Saturday. And then yesterday, of course, like I said, I did the mystery event, and so I was prepping and all that stuff for that yesterday. So that was what's going on with me over the weekend, y'all. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend as well. Here we are in a new month here in 2021. So thank and praise God for that, to be allowed to see another day and another month. And I'm looking forward to see what the Lord gonna do in this season, y'all. But yeah, I'm gonna go. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. Uh, I'll be posting up the uh, podcast momentarily. So be on the lookout for that if you missed the live version here. And yeah, that's all. That's all. I hope you guys have a great, great day. Thank you again for listening. Thank you again for watching. And I look forward to talking to you all tomorrow, if the Lord's will. Bye bye.